To Psychic Medium, Toni Green. I have such a special event going on today. 10 of the people I love most in the world are here with me in the studio today to do a very intimate Q&A, connect with loved ones up above, bring angels in, and maybe even do a couple of healings and or clearings. We'll see what happens through the show. It's absolutely their choice what they want to do. So we're going to start right away with Patrick. Patrick, what would you like to ask today?
Hi, Toni. You know my past connection with Diana, and there's been quite a few things going on lately, and I'm wondering if she's got any messages for me.
Yeah, Diana, the biggest thing Diana wants to let you know is it's time for you to flourish again, to spread your wings and do that thing you do. I don't think I'm going to ask her what that thing is, but it's definitely time for you to allow yourself to be you again. Let go of the heartache and the sorrow and move into that next step of flourishing. And when it comes to relationships, although there have been many relationships recently where you may feel like there's been endings, there are a lot of new beginnings coming in. So hold on to those new beginnings. Don't be rooted in what was. Allow yourself to flourish into what can be. And don't worry about how it will happen, because in the allowing is when it happens. Everything is going to come just like kind of almost at your feet in the right timing. And when that happens, you're going to find you're just going to open your eyes, and then the new connections, the new people will be there for you. Just like, oh, okay, huh. And it's one thing I get is it's going to happen almost seamlessly. Like, you're not going to have to try to make this happen. You're not going to have to, like, just all of a sudden it's going to be there, and it's going to be like something, if that makes sense. Okay? Mm-hmm. I also feel like you're going to relocate sooner than you think you are. You are. You're going to relocate sooner than you think you are. So if you thought, well, this is going to happen, and then this, and then this, and then I'll do this, I feel like there's a relocation coming in sooner than that for you. You're going to kind of just decide, and it might be as soon as you have free will and free choice. You can decide when you want to do this and how you want to do it. And even if I say this, you can just say, no, that's not going to happen. I feel like toward the end of this year, into next year, you're going to decide, what am I doing? I just want to be someplace where it's A, B, or C. And you might start looking and do your relocation even next year. If it's not next year, it'll be maybe near the end or into the following year. Again, you have free will and free choice, but I do see that coming in very quickly for you. And once you get it in your head, you're not going to be able to get it out. Okay? Excellent. Terry?
Toni, thanks for the opportunity to be on your show.
Yeah.
So my question is about retirement. I'm looking at retiring in the next 5 years, and we're going through a lot of changes at work. And so my question is it going to be my choice or my company's choice?
It's going to be your choice, because even if your company decides something, you're so resilient, you're just going to say fungu and maybe go someplace else and do something else. But I feel like it'll be within that 3 to 4 year time as of right now. Even though you're looking at maybe 5, it might end up being that 3 to 4 year time. And I think once you've made the decision, you know you're going to be stable, you know you have everything together and ready, and you're going to be able to have the the security to do it. You just don't want to be bored. So once you do that, I think something else is going to come in that preoccupies your time and allows you to do something brand new, like investment, like real estate investment, or something with land and or real estate, not necessarily buying, selling, or mortgages. Maybe not like a realtor, but more like working with a couple of people that will get you to a place where you just play with properties is the best way I can say it in this moment. Because how it's going to look when you go to do it is going to be very different than what I would say right now. Okay?
Great.
And there's actually engagement in your future. There's actually engagement, not like you, but like you.
Interesting.
For you, not for her, but for you. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. No, you're gonna. There's actually. Now the engagement, of course, could mean engaging with other people, engaging with, but I think it's actually I think it's actually like an actual potential engagement, like a step to a marriage, a really serious relationship. And I feel like it's going to come in at a time when you are not expecting it at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Absolutely, yeah. Hey.
Hi, Toni. So I'm currently an esthetician right now, and I work for a small business. My kind of question was just whether if I should go back to school. I'm thinking about going back for business management, so I'm just kind of unsure about my career right now. And I know you want to talk about other things, but not yet.
We're not going to talk, not unless you bring them up or they do. I feel like if you go back for business management, it will be okay. But if you go deeper into the esthetician thing, you could do your own thing long term. So you have to decide, do you want to work for someone else or do you want to have your own thing? Either road is really good. One offers a sense of security and stability. Like we always think working for someone else is a sense of stability. Yeah, exactly. Or do you feel confident enough to branch out off on your own and have your own business and eventually be that boss babe that I know you would love that and you would feel that and you would enjoy that. I know you would, because you would have a whole, like, I don't want to say cult, but culture of your own in doing certain things and a following of people that would absolutely adore you and work with you. So I think for you, if they were going to recommend one way or another, they would say on your own. And they would say go down the aesthetic path, figure out what you really love in aesthetics, what you really love doing with it, and it will change over time, but keep and continue to get those education for different aesthetic things and keep growing and just allow yourself to get more under your belt. A couple of people that you know, one of them might be family, will actually work with or for you, kind of following in your footsteps. I feel like this person's a little younger than you, and they're going to follow in your footsteps and they'll work for you, and you'll just build this like cult brand, and eventually you could even branch out into having a product line that's very different than any. See, yeah, look at that. Look at that smile. You guys, I can't. Like, I just can't. Yeah. A product line that's very different than anything out there right now. You're going to have something that allows you to be You know that song, I'm a trendsetter, something, 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 something.
Yeah.
The only words I know is I'm a trendsetter. Well, that's the only words they're singing to me right now. You're just going to have that, and you're going to be able to flow with it. And eventually there will be a number of people that really love and adore you as part of your business, helping you and helping it grow and working in different aspects of your business. But that, if you do that, you'll like flourish and open. Although it's comfortable going into like business management, you won't have that creativity that you really want. Now you can take 1 or 2 business management and accounting courses if you want
Yeah.
to help you where you're going to be, but I feel like you're going to go down the aesthetics road and have that be what you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, gorgeous.
Hi. So my question is more for work. I've really had the last 2-3 years of my confidence down. My work has put me down, and now I'm basically locked in a room and can't walk out or do anything like I used to. I'm not a people pleaser. I do enjoy helping people. So I love doing things for others and stay in the community, but I'm basically in a prison cell every day and I'm looking to see if this company that I've seen to creating my own business on helping small businesses.
I love that for you. There's so much coming in right now. The first thing I would say is make the thing you want to do your part-time thing at night right now. Get people solid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm saying that correctly. Get some solid businesses that you're helping. And then you'll be able to transition smoothly into doing that more full-time. But keep what you have, but while you're helping the small businesses, that will be your creative juices and help you flow into what you want to do. If you just quit what you're doing now and start that, there's going to be a lot of stress and pressure on you that you don't need to have. So definitely start it like a couple evenings a week and weekends, and you'll get to a point very quickly where that takes over and you will feel like, this is it, this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm making enough now to be secure. One of the things you need to do once you start doing this is make sure that you're all small business people, no small business people. And what you're going into, you're definitely going to need to network, you're going to need to have a lot of names, because it kind of turns into a numbers game also. So you're going to need to have the numbers of people, but make sure your people refer businesses to you. And if those businesses work with you, like if she refers a business to you and that business starts to work with you, you give her a little bonus of some type. That will keep them pushing people your way and will keep you flourishing in your new venture. I'm sorry for where you're at right now, because I couldn't personally.
It is hard every day. I mean, I have cried at home I just don't want to be there anymore. This is not who I am, and putting me down is not how I should be living my life. This is not what God put me on this earth to do.
No, it's not what God put anybody on this earth to do. See? Do your own thing. Start slow and grow. I feel like you will grow very, very quickly. I feel like in a short period of time, you will have enough people to call it a solid part-time venture. And then shortly after that, it will spring. It will take off. You have to take the first step. Get your name out there. Get, as corny as it sounds, get a logo, get a website, get a title, tell a story, and then from there, watch it grow. You have a really good heart, and you would do so well for other people in what they want to do. And I feel like, it's so funny because I'm talking about this and then they start giving me another message and I'm like, this just in, but I want to finish this first. So what I feel like for you is that you are going to do that.
Okay.
It's the first step is the only difficult step.
Okay.
When you're starting a business, anybody who's started a business, that first step is a difficult step. Even me, like doing something new for my business, that first step of doing it is the most difficult step. It took me, I had a YouTube channel forever. It took me forever to just start. I was forced into recording and going live on it because of 2020 or whatever that was. But after you do that first step, if you can stay in it and keep going, there will be no ending it. And small businesses need practical guidance, support, and help with the things they know, especially people of a certain, is it called genre, that might not know as much about certain areas like social media, this, that, and the other thing. So whatever it is you're going to do, start it now. Like, go home today and don't stop until you get like a website formatted in your head, until you get a title, and then you get on your website the first thing, this is what I can do for you and your business. And then just write down everything you can do for a person and for their business. And then from there, each thing you wrote down, like every bullet point, make a sentence, turn it into a small paragraph, and tell a story about how you can do that and why you know you can. And then send it to everybody you know. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
You are so welcome. Who else would like to go? There we go. There you go. Excellent. Hey, hi.
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 I suppose my first question would be, my younger brother's going through a difficult time right now with college and schooling,
Yeah.
and I'm finding it difficult to try and support him when he's, a whole state away. And I'm just wondering, one, is he going to be okay and find success? And two, how could I support him if there's a way for me to support him?
I love that question. How much longer does he have in college?
He graduates this semester, but he's currently going through his clinicals and is struggling to find the success he believes he should be finding.
Yeah. So the difficult thing is he has a very unique personality, a very different but yet unique personality. And it's going to be great for the business that he goes into, but it's not great for what he's going through right now. And unfortunately, he went into college at the beginning of all of the stuff, the lockdowns. So his whole college experience from the beginning was very messed up, very messed up. He didn't get to have all those really good college things that most people go to college for. So from there, it's really difficult to jump out of that and feeling that way and get into the normal flow. I don't think colleges have gone back to the normal flow yet. I don't know if they ever will. But he has to come to something within himself that accepts the way it is, that accepts how things are happening now, because through his life, there are going to be so many changes and dramatic changes when it comes to work, how people work, businesses, how people do business and businesses are run, because we're going into a whole new era of intelligence. We're going into a whole new era of how bosses work, how employees work. It's never going to be the way it was, let's say, when you started working, when I or you guys, it's never going to be that way again. It's never going to be that again. And the more they bring in certain elements, the more dramatic and instant shifts the new generations are going to have. So unless you're doing something that is literally hands-on, like aesthetics or a surgeon, and eventually they'll have AI to do a lot of the surgeries. They'll have robotics to do a lot of the surgeries eventually. That's just the way everything is going now. It's in hospitals. I'm going to tell you something. Here I go. When AI surgeons come in, hospitals will jump for joy. Do you want to know why? You can't sue a robot for malpractice. I know, right? So he is here, and part of his journey is acceptance of how it is right now. Just to be able to accept, some people are like this. Some people are like that. This is how this is. This is how that is. And to be able to acclimate to it. It's a very difficult journey. Anybody who's on that journey, who has such a unique personality like he does, because he has an extremely unique personality. And I sometimes think people who are more intelligent, their personalities can be very unique. And in his case also, his career choice is one that requires him to kind of be able to be in these situations. Because where businesses are going and how businesses are going are very, very, it's very different than what any of us have ever experienced at all. It's almost going to be a divide between what was and what is and where we are going and how we're going to get there. He's going to be okay financially and with his work, but he's not going to love all the circumstances surrounding it all the time. The way you can support him is just let him talk to you about it. Sometimes we can't fix it, but we can listen. Okay. I want to thank everybody for joining the show today. I want to thank everybody for joining the show today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your beautiful questions. I love each and every one of you so much.